attempt to remove Bonnie Willis from the election interference case, and now your appeal. How do you feel like that's going to go? Are you confident that it'll be overturned?
Well, I think that case has been totally discredited. It was a money-making scheme on behalf of her and her lover, Wade, Mr. and Mrs. Wade. And I think the case has been totally discredited, I would hope. It seems to be. And we'll see how that, and the one in New York is totally discredited. Every legal scholar said they have no case. It's a horrible thing, but it's election interference. It's all run by the White House. Every one of the cases that you mentioned, as an example, Bonnie Wade, every single case is being run. Civil, criminal, it's election interference because Joe Biden can't put two sentences together. He can't find the stairs off the stage. Joe Biden is using this to try and get elected, and it's a shame. And so far, it's backfiring, as you know, because we just had polls come out, and frankly, they're the best polls I've ever had. This is a disgraceful thing. This is for a third world country, but that's what it is. That's what we have to put up. It's all coming out of the DOJ. A thing like this has never happened before. They're trying to protect a man who's grossly incompetent and the worst president in the history of our country.
Campaign money. How would you say? Hold on. How about campaign money? You've already talked to board. How about money? Campaign money. The RNC has been trailing Democrats in campaign fundraising. You're here in Georgia to raise money. Are you going to be able to catch up to Democrats when it comes to campaign cash?
Well, I'm not working very hard at it. The other night, which is an all-time record, I do believe. I think they did 24, and we did 52, and we did it very easily. I didn't need three presidents. I did it myself. I didn't need so-called stars. We did it ourselves. The Republican Party has a lot of money coming into it. It's coming in small donations, $61 average. We did some large donors the other night. We broke the all-time record, 52 million. We don't need the money that they. If you remember Hillary Clinton, I had about one-third the money that she had, and who won? I'm not exactly sure who won. So we don't need the same kind of money that they need. They need more money because they take care of more politicians. They hand it out like it's gravy. And you know, when you look at what they did with Zuckerbucks and with the lock boxes and everything else, it's really a disgrace. We don't need nearly the money that they need. In Florida, as an example, I put up a very small amount of money. They put $300 million into Florida. I put peanuts into Florida, and I won by 2 million votes. So we don't need the same money that they need. Plus, I had a great 4 years, and Biden has one of the worst presidencies in history. He's destroying our country. Between Israel and October 7th, that should have never happened. Ukraine and Russia should have never, ever happened. That was something. Russia would have never attacked Ukraine if I were president. The inflation is out of control, and now it's out of control again. They brought down the rate so fast because they want to get elected, and it's going to work out just fine.
And it's this big mistake that is going to cost, honestly, the left. I mean, being real, we got all these attorney generals whom just so happen to resemble the same skin color as me and going after Trump, but for whatever reason, he's still losing votes from people as the same skin color as me. The irony. What's truly remarkable is seeing the rise in the wake of people being able to actually pay attention to Trump's policies due to all of these Bidenomics. Honestly, it forces you to go do some research, even by accident, because you get to walking around the house like, bro, what is this? Hold up, let me go find out why. And I always wonder, why can't black leadership see why and how all of these immigrants are entering our country and what that could mean for the black community specifically? And, you know, they're taking the work, they're taking the money. Come on, man, like, and Dems wonder why this shift is happening.
I am a Chicagoan, and I was a lifelong Democrat until I really started paying attention to the Democratic policies and how they were hurting the city of Chicago. And I had decided that I had just had enough, and the migrant crisis is what really took me over.
Honestly, the migrant crisis is breaking everybody, if I'm being honest.
What is that looking like in your city right now, the migrant crisis?
It is looking like a mess. It is a mess, and that's exactly what it is. But, you know, I started paying attention to not just the migrant crisis, but the Democratic policies.
It's just funny how when you start to just pay attention, you start to shift your focus. Think about this for a second. If you're not paying attention, I mean, you're just unconscious. And until you make your unconscious conscious, you're just going to continue to call it fate. So we've just been letting fate have its way with us, just voting Democrat. But when you start to actually pay attention, when you actually start to focus, you start to realize like, oh.
And how those policies have really hurt, not helped us. And I just decided I have to get off this ride and go for a winner. I want to support someone who cares about America, who cares about the people of America, who cares about the American dream, who cares about whether or not people in America succeed. And so, therefore, I am now a Trump supporter.
Well, those are all great reasons
Excited.
for Donald Trump. He is exactly that man. So, how are you doing? Are you pushing people to volunteer and stuff like that?
I
What
am
are you
pushing
doing?
people to volunteer. Not only that, if you go to our ChicagoRed.org website, you can go in, you can sign up and take a look at what we're doing in Chicago to turn Chicago red, to turn out the vote for Trump. So not only am I a Trump supporter, but I am working hard to turn out the vote to make sure that we turn Chicago red.
Well, thank you very
And
much.
I'm telling you, all it takes is auntie right there, you know, for real, for real. You got an auntie for real that's gonna come to the barbecue and let you know that real. She don't care about your feelings either. You can tell.
Much for telling me about that. I'm gonna put your website in the caption when I put this up.
Thank you.
Great meeting you. Looking forward to a fantastic rally.
Yes.
And do we have great seats or what?
We do.
We are right here. Awesome.
First of all, I'm extremely proud of this woman right here, man, for having the goal to be able to state her beliefs amidst, obviously, the notion that you usually get from mainstream media in the black community as it relates to Trump. Brave woman right here. And she's also spreading the good news. So salute to her, man. But I assure you, not all black people feel this way at all.
Seeing shit like this just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And we already know Michaela Montgomery doesn't represent the black community because she's a conservative and she used to be a former intern for Blixit, which was founded by Candace Owens. And this entire whole scene was staged. But explaining black conservatives in the black community is like when you find almond joy in your trick-or-treat candy. You're not sure how the fuck it got there, but you don't know what to do with it. Let me explain.
That was funny.
Black on the outside.
Oh man, trust me, I'll definitely disagree, but he was stupid for that.
Trick-or-treat candy. You're not sure how the fuck it got there, but you don't know what to do with it. Let me explain. Almond Joy may be black on the outside, but it's white on the inside. And every time you take a bite, there's nuts in it. Meaning they nutty as fuck. Nothing they say and everything they do doesn't make no motherfucking sense. And the texture's so wrong. I mean, what the fuck is this? What am I tasting? What is this gritty fucking taste? What is this? You knew this Almond Joy wasn't joyful. Look at it. That coconut is split down to the damn middle. Just like Candace Owens' hair.
Beautiful woman.
Hair just crispy and fried harder than Popeye's chicken. And it's not like you want to throw it away because it's still chocolate. You know, there's not that many of us around. You got Milky Way, Twix, Snickers, and all these other things. But the majority of everything else that's in the bag is like Smarty Tardy candy.
And although that was funny, man, I guarantee you, bro, ain't nobody coming to you for your advice. Nobody. Like, at all. At all. You can tell that, boy, the government, boy, they can throw a check right at you. It's funny how, you know, because you start to try to do research and you garner perspectives that are very different from other people, from other black people in your community, that you're pushed out of the black community completely. Which is like, dude, who made you the pillar? Like, who made you the guy to go to for the approval of my blackness, dude? All that. And what I don't think he realizes that black men, we're probably black Americans these days, and this, not even just men, black Americans right now, we're probably the most conservative of them all right now, considering everything that's happening. I mean, look at the videos of Trump coming to the hood, bruh. Come on. But I will say, that was actually pretty funny.
So I'm the only one who's just over here like, what the fuck are you Democrats talking about? About this black girl who hugged Donald Trump at a Chick-fil-A, saying, oh, she supported Republicans and Donald Trump beforehand. Well, of course she did. It's not like she just stumbled into a restaurant, saw Donald Trump and said, Oh, I spontaneously am a Republican. I love Donald Trump. I give him a hug out of nowhere. Of course she supported Republicans and Trump beforehand. Joe Biden had a lot to do with that. I mean, this is common sense. We all trying to act like this is something people are trying to hide or something. But the truth was shown on Fox during her interview when she told everyone who she was and what she supports. And y'all are trying to act like it's some type of like lie or deception or something like that. No, it wasn't. By the way, all the black people in that restaurant were feeling Trump, not
For Biden.
Trump.
Donald Trump.
That's what we here for. Trump, man.
Trump or Biden?
Damn, Trump, man.
Donald Trump. Trump or Joe Biden?
So easy. A caveman can do it. Trump.
Trump. Absolutely Trump.
Trump all day.
Trump. What kind of question is that?
Donald Trump.
Trump. Donald Trump.
Obviously Donald Trump. That's a no-brainer.
Trump up by a million miles, man. Donald Trump.
Gotta wake up,
man.
Come on, man. This is not a comedy show, man. It's done. This is Trump country.
What's Joe Biden doing?
He's too old. Sorry. But everybody elected him, so that's y'all fault.
And you ain't black.
He's sitting there lying to people.
And you ain't black.
He's the worst president that we ever had.
And you ain't black.
Joe Biden, please go back to Delaware because New York City, you have no idea what we need.
And you ain't black.
He's a slimy mother. You know? He take you out to lunch and stick the fork up your ass right after.
Who do you want to win the 2024 election? Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. I want Donald Trump.
And you ain't black.
Trump.
That happens to be me, in case you forget.
When he was in, it was no crime. Crime was down.
Uncle Donald. No cap. That's a nice guy.
And you ain't black.
Trump is straight up and down, like 6 o'clock. At least I know what I get when it comes to him.
And you ain't black.
I was more comfortable with Donald Trump in office.
And you ain't black.
I'm not voting for Joe Biden.
And you ain't black.
Trump. That's right. I said it. That's right. I said it.
What do you like about Donald Trump?
He don't bull. He don't care. I like that.
And you ain't black.
So as you can see, man, not only are black people voting for Trump, but this also will be, honestly, it's turning out to be the most black votes for a Republican candidate in U.S. history. And yeah, Trump is known for making history.